Hello and welcome back to the Godzilla 65 YouTube channel. My name is William Shemaisky and today I'm going to be doing a X Plus figure review for GMK Baragon and GMK Mothra. It was released this year. You had to pre-order it last year though in order to get it. It's the Rick Boy exclusive. And I don't think there's ever going to be a standard of this figure. It's supposed to be in the 25 centimeter line of X Plus figures. And I'll get into that more whenever I start the review. My camera's on my tripod right now. And I'm going to try to do the review with the camera on my tripod. It's kind of difficult, but we'll give it a shot, and then I might have to do some adjustments. One of the legs on my tripod does not seem to want to cooperate a lot. Alright, I got that adjusted. I can actually see what I'm doing. Sorry about the shaky movement. I got the legs is not cooperating. Alright, anyway. So, this is by the Favorite Sculptors line. And I think that the Baragon and the Mothra are both Monster Maker 28 resin kits that have been made into vinyl. Which I really, I really enjoyed the detail on them. And so, first of all, we'll talk about the box just briefly. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm just going to turn that around so you can see the box. Alright, so, basically, the box is just a standard brown box with some illustrations on the front. As you can see. Turn it around. And you can see the stuff on the back. It's in Japanese, so I can't read it. But that's the box it came in. It's not as big of a box as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to set this on the floor. And we'll get back to the review. So anyway, I think we'll talk about Mothra first, and then we'll talk about Baragon. The Mothra is pretty good. It's got some really great detail. I'm going to take it off the stand, and I'll show you. So, you can see everything looks really good. The eyes are maybe like a purple color. Looks like there might be silver painted on the inside to kind of make them pop out a little bit better. And you can look at the wings. Very, very good detail. I love how they blended this. It's some shadowing on the wing, and it looks like it's kind of a brown, maybe some gray in it. And that's a pretty good job how they did that. You know, the wings always seem to stand out the most. They're extremely colorful. And if you look closely, you got trademark logo X Plus. That's something I never usually show. I don't know if you can see it or not. When I got him, this leg was really loose, The legs are kind of fragile, so I suggest anybody getting this set be very careful with it. So I put a little drop of super glue, and I put it kind of back in place. I mean, I would not recommend you setting him, down like that. If you have to take him off the stand, it would be better just to lay him down on the back like that. Alright, so I'm going to go around to the other side, and you can see that I did the same thing on the detail of this one. Very, very nice. I'm very, very glad I got this set. I don't have much GMK Godzilla related items, so when I saw this on the Rick Boy site, I decided I was going to have to get it, and I ordered mine through Mike Johnson, which is usually where I get mostly all my Rick Boys from. Okay, so I'm going to lay him down on his back, and I'm going to talk about the stand briefly. I do not like the way the stand is, and I will explain. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Today is not my day for trying to do a video. Okay, so anyway, with the stand, this rod seems to be really loose when it goes into the stand. It seems like there's a groove there, and it seems like there should be maybe a piece that goes on the bottom part there that would make the stand fit better. Although I didn't look in the box to see if there were any additional parts. There might be, because when it's in the stand like that, it's loose. As you can see, it's kind of loose. So, and the actual plastic base doesn't really have a lot of weight. Well, damn, let me wipe this dust off of here. What the hell? That's the bad thing about having a clear base. Well, now I can't get that. Alright, anyway. So as you can see, it's really kind of loose. And this has no weight to it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. If I'm going to add some weight to it to make it more sturdy. Or maybe, also maybe I might super glue the rod in place. I didn't think about that until just now. So anyway, it's really loose, and I'm kind of afraid that if I don't lean Mothra up against another figure, that he might fall off the stand. So now he's on the stand, and you can see how loose it is. I don't like that. That's just way too much play in that. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to probably try to fix that at another time. Alright, so moving on. I'm going to set him down and move this out of the way. And let's see if I can move like this. I kind of like to see what I'm trying to do whenever I'm doing my videos, but if the camera's over on the side, I can't see what I'm doing. Alright, so now we're going to talk about Baragon. As you can see, he looks good. I just love the detail on this. Really awesome. They did a really good job on it. Of course, it come from a good kit, though. I don't know if you can see him clearly. So, his eyes are black and red. I was glad whenever the GMK movie came out and they brought back Baragon. He's got looks like some maybe some light highlights of maybe some crimson red and brown and some light brown, and it looks dark there, like some darker brown. Very awesome figure. Of course, I'm a big fan of Baragon. He's one of my favorite kaiju, and the detail is always incredible with X Plus figures. They always do a really great paint job. This is kind of a yellow with some brown highlights, so I can describe the colors a little bit to you, because sometimes in the pictures you can't really tell all the good colors. This is blended well, and we'll go around to the front, and you can take a good look at the inside of his mouth. His teeth are kind of a yellowish color with maybe some brown. Looks like some browns around the ends of them. I mean, not the ends of them, but up here at the top where the gum line is. Of course, they're painted to make them look kind of dirty, because you know monsters don't have perfect teeth. And you can see his tongue is kind of a maroon, or maybe a darker red. And the horn, I think the horn might be a little translucent. It would have been kind of cool if it was a light up horn, but I guess they decided not to do that on this one. And you can see the way the horns are. It's yellow, and looks like some orange in there, and some orangish, orange brown. Oranges, that's not even a color. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Just, I can never talk enough about this figure. And I like the Mothra. I think they did a great job on the Mothra, but the Baragon is probably going to be my favorite of the GMK designs. I like Godzilla too, but I'm still a big fan of Baragon. Okay, so look at the back. If I happen to miss anything, or there's some detail you might want to know about, sometimes when I'm doing my videos I forget to mention some things. I don't write down anything before I start. It's just all what comes to mind as I'm going. So we'll take a look at the rest of them. This video is going a little bit longer than I expected, but I did want to try to cover some really good detail on him. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to stop with him. Because these are supposed to be in the 25 centimeter line, they are really out of scale to me with the 25 centimeter GMK Godzilla. In the movie, Godzilla was quite a lot bigger than Mothra, Baragon, and King Ghidorah. So what I've decided to do is I'm pairing my setup with the Yugi Sakai GMK Godzilla, which I think goes a little bit better in scale as far as the movie goes. As you can see, Baragon looks like he's a little bit better in scale, and you can see I had another Mothra on the back of this one, like Mothra was attacking him. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna have to take my camera off the tripod, because I just cannot do this like this. It works to a certain point, but I like to have a little bit more freedom, and actually the tripod's kind of in the way, so. Alright, now I get to move around a little bit. And one of the, as I said before, one of the stands is, one of the legs is not working correctly, and it won't stay in place. Alright, so anyway, you can see their scales are a little bit better with each other. And so I'm going to turn him around. And so I had my other Mothra up here on the back of his head, like he was going to be attacked. I kind of like that. I kind of like the way that looks. So I haven't quite figured out a way to do that, because I don't want the legs to break off. Alright, so anyway, I wanted to show you some of the poster work. Actually, it's the DVD poster artwork for it. Alright, so anyway, I decided to pair those two up with this Godzilla. I don't have the 25 centimeter GMK Godzilla anyway, but he's pretty good. He's got some great detail on him. The Yugi Sakai sculpts really look pretty good. I would go into more detail about him, but I kind of wanted to keep my video limited to about 15 minutes, but it's gone over a little bit. So, it's my personal opinion, but if you think that maybe a bigger Godzilla would go better with this set, the Yugi Saki figure is supposed to be a 30 centimeter figure, but he only measures about 11 inches. But that's fine. The sculpts for this are a little bit smaller, and he actually came with a tail stand, but I wasn't using it. I think that might, yeah, I think that's the one that goes with him. So I really don't need it, because you know, if he's setting back just a little bit, it's easier for me to film him. Okay. So anyway, I think I've covered everything I need to cover on this. I hope you have enjoyed watching, and if you do have any questions about these two figures that just came out this year, I will be happy to answer them. And I shall put Mothra back up on her stand. Oh, these antennas are fragile too. So keep that in mind when you take her out of the box. You do not want to break them. And so there we have it. We have the partial GMK lineup. I regret not getting the King Ghidorah GMK by X Plus. It's also a Monster Maker 28 kit that was made out of resin. I'm sorry. And at the time it came out for a pre-order, I had already ordered at least 2 other pre-orders that I was going to have to pay for pretty soon. So I could not pay for the pre-orders I already had up and pay for a pre-order of King Ghidorah. But hopefully I'll get the King Ghidorah by X Plus eventually to complete my GMK lineup. But right now I'm happy with what I got. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you do have any questions, please hit me up in the comment sections. And I would appreciate if you like and subscribe. I try to be helpful to everybody who's a collector out there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.